Hello, greetings from somewhere. Today, one topic among many are the economy. Okay, as some people know, I'm a day trader because I worked very hard over the last few years to acquire a little bit of savings, and those savings I have invested in E-Trade throughout the years, and a typical year I've lost money. I mean, I've made some mistakes like selling stocks I should have held on to, namely Tesla is a good example, Netflix is a good example, Facebook. But E-Trade went to a zero commission trade system in the last year plus, and that kind of changed the game a little bit for me, because you weren't stuck with making a large trade and hoping to make a return that could cover your commission fee, which you had to make a several $100 trade in order just to break even if the stock moved a few percentages points. But that changed over a year ago, and now you can buy a $5 stock on Monday and sell it on Tuesday for $5.25 and make a quarter profits. I mean, on one single stock. It just really changed the game. Needless to say, I increased my trading load quite heavily, and it evolved to an interesting degree over the last couple years. And as most people, when the market goes down, my stocks go down too. My portfolio kind of mirrors the general overall market, with a few exceptions. If you trade individual stocks, that could make a variance. Suppose one stock like Tesla defies the market and goes up when the market goes down, or it bucks the trend. By the way, I'm not a licensed stockbroker. I'm not here to give stock advice by any means. I know this stock trading is risky business, but an interesting thing happened over the last year. My stock trading has been fruitful. I took a huge hit over a year ago, March, at the beginning of the pandemic, as we all did, and my stocks took a huge hit, as well as pretty much every other market. And I don't even like to open my account. I didn't even look at my account for probably a month or 6 weeks, till I finally had some cash flow. I went back to work for a while, and so I had some positive cash flow, and the stimulus check gave me an additional bit of room to work with. So I opened my account and realized what was going on, sold some stock, and sold probably a lot of stock, bought some Tesla off the bat, and we were off to the races. So in the course of the following 12 months, year to date, June to June, the NASDAQ has recovered approximately 50% of its value, or no, it has risen 50% above the market lows a year ago. As compared to my portfolio, market lows a year ago has risen 80%. So I must be doing something right. So I think that subscribers to my channel can benefit from my stories. I want to reveal what stocks I'm buying and what stocks I'm selling, even though I can't recommend that you do the same, and I'm not even going to say what amounts I'm buying and selling. But I think there's some potential benefit to my experience, from my experience. The last few weeks, I've got out of the market. And that was a good thing to do. Last week I found out that Jamie Dimon, the CEO of whatever bank, the big one, was doing the same, enlarging their cash position and getting ready for, cash is good when the economy is tanking. But the economy isn't tanking. That's the weird thing. The market is in the midst of a correction this week, and therefore my cash position came in handy. Typically, I tend to buy stocks on the dip a little too early, but I follow them on the way down, and that's usually worked out fairly well for me. So my cash position was 2/3 a week ago, but now it's down to maybe, 20%, or 20%. So I've been buying stocks on the dip, and probably, I don't know. I mean, the economy is kind of weird, in a weird position. There's so freaking much stimulus money out there because for whatever reason, someone thought it would be a good idea to print trillions and trillions in cash and just distribute them practically willy-nilly. So there's that. There's definitely inflation going on. Somebody thought it would be a good idea to shut down our Keystone XL pipeline, and gas prices immediately that week began the rise, and it's only going to get worse. There was talk of gas shortages for summer travelers already a few months ago. Inflation, like I said, and food prices are going up. Certain prices are going up because the economy was shut down, so supply couldn't quite reach demand. Like wood is in, lumber is a good example. Steel prices went through the roof. gold, I bought gold this week on the dip. I actually bought it a day too early. It actually dipped yesterday, and I had an auto order in my account set to buy gold at a certain level, and it kicked in, but it dropped below that price. I bought more on the dip, but gold I don't have a lot of faith in. I mean, it's supposed to go up when inflation goes up, but typically I've bought gold in the course of the year to stabilize my cash, and it probably was more likely to go up in the meantime than to go down. So it's just like putting my cash in a savings account for I sold my Tesla holdings last week and put in an order for it to kick in an automatic purchase when it hits a certain level. Interestingly enough, Tesla has inched up during this week's market correction, which I didn't quite expect. So Tesla is full of surprises a lot of the time, and I have some great stock stories. Tesla would be one of them. You know, I have some other great stories that I would like to share. So that's just kind of branching out on my channel. I'm on the fence as to whether or not to dip my toe in or take the dive. So anyway, stay tuned. I don't know if there's going to be more, maybe not.